Hello, YouTube friends. Welcome to another segment of Switch the Script. I'll be covering killing the goose that lays the golden egg. Now, the goose at this moment is small and medium businesses and entrepreneurs. And you're finding the one who's killing the goose is the KRA and the Treasury. Now, why I say this is we are finding that KRA and the Treasury are colluding to be more aggressive in getting more revenue for their country. Now, my biggest problem initially will be we shouldn't be having such a big budget in the first place. We should be cutting government spending. Okay, so that's on the parliament side. It shouldn't even be recommending more government spending on different things. Now, when it comes to killing the goose that lays the golden egg, you're finding, like, let's say for the IT sector, every single time we have heard that when a sector is making more money, when there's a new product in a certain sector, especially in the IT sector, you're finding that the KRA are coming and they are asking for more taxes. They're asking for punitive measures, more regulatory framework that will tame a certain sector. And you're finding that actually that sector, as soon as those regulations take place, it doesn't do as well as it did before. For example, the attempt to put more regulations on the ICT sector, okay? And people who are outraged by that ICT bill, you're finding that people sit down and think to themselves, you know what, this will be a good idea. And technically it's not, because regulations means more cost. When you tax something more, it will result in a Laffer curve, okay? So a Laffer curve is when you tax a certain good or a service more, it will hit the peak to a certain degree, then it will start falling. A good example will be the excise duty on data. Now, before, yes, it was raising more revenue in 2021 compared to 2020, but then recently, is it 2022, that they found out the revenue actually have been falling now, because at some point people will sit down and forego the data cost. So if, let's say, someone has Wi-Fi, someone will rather use the Wi-Fi than use data. So someone will rush home, use the Wi-Fi instead of using the data, because nowadays you just buy MBs for a certain amount within an hour or so, all of it's done. So it's becoming expensive to use data, and you're finding it's because of the excise duty that the KRA is imposing on telecommunication companies. So when it comes to this issue, I don't really think that they are doing themselves a favor and doing this country a favor, because for one thing, the KRA most of the time it's motivated by the incentive it has. If they hit targets, if they even surpass the targets, they get bonuses, and that's their main incentives. It's not anything to do with tulipe ushuru tujitegemee, you know, their slogan, which I actually don't agree with it. And you're finding, yeah, that's the country that we are living in, where now businesses are just shutting down, where revenue is we are having profit warnings from different companies, where our NSC is not even really doing that well, because now companies are really struggling. So I think it's about time our MPs reconsider how they want to run this economy, because things are not really looking good for us. And that's my take on this. Till next time.